Hi guys, and welcome to the next session on Excel basics. We are in Excel part 2 right now, and we have covered some of the functions in Excel part 1. We've also completed VLOOKUP, index, and match, and hopefully you have also given a shot of trying out that case data lookup assignment, right? This session is a very small and easy session to follow. These are some of the functions which whether or not you are doing financial modeling, or you're just basically working in an office and you have to deal with numbers on a day-to-day basis, can be useful to you. So it's going to be a very short session, easy session. Nevertheless, it's always good to practice this, right? So we're going to start with the sum function. Okay, a very easy function. Whenever you have numbers written down here without any letters, so these numbers should not have any characters behind, right? So it has to be pure numbers. And a way to check this is to also just check, just click on these cells and just check if the formatting is actually numbers. So if you see here, even if I select the formatting as number in the home ribbon, right, it gives me the number format, right? Now this might not be true in all the cases, especially when you are trying to export data from some other sources, and it might just appear to be a number, but you have to convert them into numbers, or maybe just know whether they are actually number value or not, right? So the sum function starts with is equal to, and you just write sum, open the brackets, use your arrow keys to select the cells and press enter. There you go. That's the sum function, right? Simple, easy, and very useful, because you don't really have to do this manual calculation, which you could also have done by typing in is equal to and then just doing this one by one addition, right? So that takes some time. So instead of that, an easy way to add up is to use the sum function, right? Great. Sum product. Now this is an interesting function. I have found it very, very useful, especially when we have two columns to take care of, right? Now for example, if you see out here, we've got particulars of various products which are being sold, right? And these are the sales which has happened, and these are the product margins, right? And if somebody told us what is the final profit or the contribution made by these products, right, you would try to do something like this manually. So you would multiply the sales with the margin, plus you would add up again this multiplied by the margin again. So you will have to keep on repeating this activity, right? So one by one. So that is exactly what sum product does. So sum product will just skip this entire thing into a very simple way. All you'd have to do is to select the sum product function. There you go. Select your array 1, put a comma, and select the next section. The only thing that you need to make sure is that both the columns have to be of the same size. So if in case you have another value of product which does not have any second value in the next table, then make sure to just put a 0% there, so that the calculation does not go wrong, right? So this is the sum product function, very easy to do. This is the average function. Again, you might come across using this on a daily basis. So this is a simple average. So it's just the addition of all the values divided by the number of observations. So it's just if you sum up these values and divide it by 4, you would get the same answer, right? So that's the average function. Count. Easy to do and very useful sometimes when you need to know how many observations are there, especially when you are trying to write a formula which wants to calculate how many observations are there, right? So in that case, what you do is you just use the count function. So if you just type in count, right, it will tell you that the number of cells in a range that contain numbers, right? So if you just click on count and select these cells, it will give you that you got 4 observations which are non-zero, right? So there's a value in that cell. Count A is a slightly different function. It does just let me, yeah, there you go. So I hope that's too zoomed. Yeah, so let me just come out of it. Yeah, there you go. So count A, so if you type in count A instead, right? It says counts the number of cells that in a range that are not empty, versus if you see counts the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. So the previous formula was related to numbers, and whereas count A has nothing related to numbers, it just calculates what cells are empty. So even if you select it for this cell, it will work out. So if it will work out for non-text as well, right? So that's count A, useful for non-number values. All right. Max and min is just to find the maximum value, the highest value in a particular cell. So since we've been given an area here to calculate, all you need to do is just type the word max. Right, there you go, and just select the cells, close it. There you go, that's the max. It's also a good idea to, whenever you're trying out a different function, it's also good to see other functions which are relatable. So if you see here, max A returns the largest value inside a value, does not ignore logical values in text, right? So always good idea to just try and explore some other functions which are related. It will help in learning, right? All right, now minimum, same thing. Instead of writing max, you just type in min and select the values. There you go, close it. Wonderful. So that's a short video on some daily operators, Excel operators that we use, and I hope that was pretty clear. And if you have any doubts, please post in the comment box and I will be happy to help. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.